Hey folks, Dave Spalding here, and what I wanted to talk to you about today is why would you choose Sunrider as a business? Well, first of all, I want to tell you a little bit about Sunrider. I've been taking their products for about 30 years. My mother was introduced to it about 30 years ago, and so our whole family has been able to test and try their products, like I say, over a period of about 30 years. And to be right honest with you, I think I've kind of taken it for granted that we have all been so healthy. And it just kind of dawned on me as I've got into my mid 50s here that our family's actually pretty unique, and we've always had that go-to product, and we really haven't had a lot of the health challenges that a lot of people have had. And I've told people a lot about this as I see my friends and their families and stuff go through some challenges. I tell them about the philosophy of regeneration and how prevention instead of curing diseases can make your health so much easier and so much nicer. And I think it's really helped a lot of them out, but I haven't really thought of it as a business, even though I've taken their products almost every single day. And so some of them I've really liked, and some of them I probably should have been taking some more of. But anyway, just to kind of give you an idea, my grandparents, I'm going to take my mother's side of the family just for an example here, because my mother got her parents on the Sunrider products probably about 25 years ago, something like that. And the interesting thing about it is that my grandfather actually lived to be 93 years old, and I just took the average of all of his other brothers and sisters, and the average age combined of all of them, it could be a little bit skewed here, I'll explain that later, is 55 years old. And so he lived to be 93 years old when the average was 55 years old. Now, my grandmother, she's kind of in the same situation. She lived to be 95 years old, and the average one of her children, or her sisters and brothers, I should say her parents' children, their average lifespan calculates out to be about 70 years old. And so you wonder, well, why did they live so much longer and so much healthier? And first of all, you're going to say, well, your grandpa had one brother and he died when he was 55. That's not true. These averages I'm telling you about, my brother was one of 11, or my grandfather was one of 11 children, and my grandmother was one of 9 children. And so, that's a huge difference in lifespan. And I was talking a little bit earlier about how the ages are kind of skewed a little bit, and that's because there's another thing I've got to put into the equation, and that is that my grandfather's little brother married my grandfather or my grandmother's little sister. So 2 brothers married 2 sisters. Well, consequently, my mother got them on the Sunrider products too, and they're the only ones that don't match up in the equation. My grandpa's brother is 92 years old now, and he's still alive, and his wife, which is my grandmother's sister, is 92 years old. So it just can't be coincidence. I mean, and they're healthy. They're still very alert, not on any medications. My grandparents were never on any medications. My parents aren't on any medications. My dad's 80 years old. My mom's a little bit younger than him, but it's just crazy the difference that it's made. And the reason is because of the different philosophies. I really believe it. People go to the doctors, and it's just a difference in prevention rather than fixing. And it's the same thing with your car. I mean, you can go run your car out of oil and tear the rear end all up, take it into a mechanic, and say, hey, can you fix this? And yeah, they can fix it, And that's kind of what we do. We eat whatever we want. We go wherever we want. We don't think about our health. We think, well, the doctors, they're there to fix us, And you don't think that way with your car, but you do with your body. In fact, another little story on here is when my dad, he started promoting these products probably 25, 30 years ago. Never super serious about it, but told a few chiropractors and a few doctors about it. And they actually, at first, they were selling the products right in the front of their store. And some of them actually told them that, we quit selling them because the people who were buying those products that we were selling in years, they quit coming back and we lost our customers. In ancient China, it wasn't that way. In fact, they kind of retained a family doctor. And the family doctors that got paid the most and that were the most desirable to retain are the ones that had the healthiest families. It'd be equivalent to like paying a doctor I don't know, maybe $30 a month for each one of them in your family to keep them healthy. And if they weren't doing a good job, they'd say, look, this family's always healthy and ours isn't. We're going to choose that doctor instead of you. So they were chosen based on the performance that they did. And the very best doctors, they become the doctor of the emperor. And he had an even bigger incentive. He probably got paid really well, but guess what happens? The emperor, or the emperor's doctor, was buried with the emperor. So he had a huge incentive to keep him healthy. In old Chinese medicine, there was over there's over 5,000 years of research in Chinese medicine and Chinese herbs and how to prevent sickness instead of try to find a cure for it. And in those entries, believe it or not, there was over something like 161,000 entries. It's the longest human case study in history, over 5,000 years. 161,000 entries on preventing diseases and only 30 or 35 on cures. They knew that they couldn't fix people, so they had to prevent everything from happening. Now, it just seems to me, it just makes logical sense to me that if someone had bothered to catalog and categorize herbs, test them on human beings for 5,000 years. I mean, think about how long ago 5,000 years was. It seems to me that there's someone out there that may want to try those formulas that come out of all that experimenting over 5,000 years. I mean, don't you want to try these formulas? I mean, it's an unbelievable, perfect business to tell someone about. And so, and that's one of the things that the Sunrider has, is they have exclusive products that you just can't get anywhere else. I mean, a lot of people have heard of herbs. Well, you take Sunrider, like I said, they've been in business for over 30 years, and they operate in over 40 countries. They have over 7,000 stores in China alone. I mean, their product has incredible value. Many times more. It's worth many more times than its cost. It's been helping their formulas that have been handed down to Dr. Chen's family. These formulas have, depending on the formula, has been used for 280 to 1,500 years. This is a huge testament in itself to how effective the products are. And so it just seems to me that there's people that would be interested in trying that product. Their products are completely different than any other herb company out there. Taiwan is the motherland of herbs, and Sunrider has become the biggest herb food company in Taiwan. And in Taiwan, there's an herb food company on every street corner. And like I say, they have an exclusive processing. They've been very careful, and they're the only company I know that has really learned how to process foods and still keep them in their whole food form and still provide live enzymes. It's just like you're eating the whole plant. And so, anyway, that is one of the reasons, or many of the reasons, that I think Sunrider makes a fantastic business. Another thing is we get really confused in Western society about what our biggest asset is. Folks, your biggest asset is your health. I mean, you can have all the money in the world, and if you don't have your health, you're not going to enjoy any of it. Or you can have no money at all, and you can have your health, and you can still have a very enjoyable lifestyle and be very useful to your friends, your family, and everyone around you. And so, anyway, I think it's really important that each one of us take responsibility for our own health. And that's what Sunrider teaches. We can't rely on the doctors to do it. We have a national epidemic of unhealthy people, and so why not use this 5,000 years of research to our advantage? Again, that's why I choose Sunrider as a business. Also, you look at other businesses out there. I mean, how many things come along every week or every month, and they're just garbage products. I mean, they come out, big business, everybody gets excited about it. 6 months later, a year later, 2 years later, it's gone. The company's gone. This company's been in business for 30 years. How long? And they're huge. They have over 2 million square feet of processing facilities, all owned by Sunrider. All the other big plants around there, people rent. You know, they've invested in this company for the long haul, and they're going to be around for a while. It's important that you align yourself if you want to retire with the company, that you do business with the company that's going to be here when you decide to retire. And so that's another reason that I think it's important to align yourself with a company like Sunrider. Again, your health is your very biggest asset. If you're going to do a part-time business or do something, why don't you do something that's really productive? I mean, maybe you're no good at sales, and it's going to take you a long time to build some residual income. That's fine. If you're healthy, you're going to live a lot longer. You're going to be a lot happier while you're living, and you're going to be a lot healthier, and you can really live while you're alive. So even if you don't do very well and don't make a lot of money with it, there's going to be some side benefits. You're going to be really healthy. You're going to learn more about health. And this 5,000 years of research is really going to be put to good use. So there's no way you can lose. And that's another thing I like about Sunrider. You know, you get in any of these other little pyramid schemes or whatever they are, and you know, the guy on top makes a bunch of money and everyone else loses money. If you buy products and it makes you healthier, every single person wins. You never have to back down or feel sorry for getting someone involved with your company, because they're going to have a great experience with it. And that's what I've seen over the last 30 years is people have really, really good experiences with this product. So that just in a nutshell is why I think you should join us in Sunrider business. And I think you should pick up the phone right now. Give me a call at 208-450-3675 and let me tell you about it. Let me tell you how you can get signed up, and let me tell you how you can get healthier and how your family can get healthier. So anyway, I appreciate you taking the time to visit with me tonight, and it's been fun. So I hope to talk to you soon, and take action. Take action with your health. Take action with preventing things from happening. Be proactive about it. You know, most people are proactive about putting a new roof on their house. I don't want it to leak this winter or whatever. Use the same concept with your health and start right now. Don't procrastinate. Pick up the phone right now. Call me at 208-450-3675. Let's get you signed up. Let's get you trying these products and see how they work for you. If I don't answer, leave a message and I'll try to call you back just as soon as I can. Or if you can text me with the best time to call you at, again, 208-450-3675. Thank you and appreciate you taking the time. Until next time, we'll see you. Bye.